Renato Bonomini, welcome to the Connected
Thank you.
Media IP studio. Congratulations, first of all, on becoming VP of Technical
Thank
Services
you.
at ContentWise, just April of this year. Tell us a bit about the company.
ContentWise, which is part of the Movir Group, where I've been for about 10 years, it's a company where we take the media industry, we apply what we've done at Movir Group in general over the last several years in taking data and transforming that into information. So we started about 10 years ago with the idea of using recommendations, which became popular about 10 years ago, and with a simple request, well, if you have watched this movie, you might also like that one. We have gone a long way since then, and recently we found out that recommendations are just the core. That's where we started, and we built on top of that a lot of automation and management tools. So where we focus now is not only to improve the user experience for end users, organizations that we partner with, but also to help them do their job. So first of all, we want to make end users happy about what they're doing so that they get a nice and pleasant experience. And that's what our operators tell us.
And the benefits for those operators working with you are what?
Benefits are at different levels. So from the user perspective, the usual ones which you see in literature that we actually see happening in customers, more consumption, reduced churn, happier customers, which they talk about their service. There are so many services right now coming out in the market that it's very difficult to differentiate. So someone that remembers your service out there in the jungle of how many things are happening, it's really critical. So having a pleasant and nice user experience, that's a soft benefit. We see this happening with hard numbers in the increased ARPU, increased consumption of media assets that are available, and also something that we did not anticipate in the past, but we found out of our customers that obviously if you're a subscription-based company, you want to keep your customers loyal. And so you get more consumption, you get less churn, that's great. But also there are some other companies which produce content, for example, or they acquire content, in both cases this applies, that they found out by using our software, they're able to cover more of their catalog. It's incredible the numbers that we're seeing, that there are some companies, and this actually comes out of one organization that we work with, 32% of the content catalog was never watched by anyone. So they were producing the content, some of it, they were buying some of that content, and almost a third of it was never even watched. And we discovered that we are able to actually improve the watch percentage of the long tail, so that these dog titles that no one really knows about, maybe the title is not appealing, maybe the poster is not great, so people just don't find them, we're able to increase that so that you can finally recover the amount of investment you made in the content.
Okay, what is your focus this year at NAB Show? Obviously you've exhibited here many times before, so for 2017, what is ContentWise focusing on?
So what we would like to take as a direction is what we call the driverless user experience. Imagine that you are an operator and you have plenty of marketing teams, editorial teams, whose only job is to make sure that your business is the best. And they're very creative, they have this human ingenuity, and they want to put to good use. Then comes technology. Technology requires developers, people that do the plumbing, the integrations between all these systems, and gosh, it's boring, and it takes time, it takes effort. So the direction we're taking is the people that have the creativity, let them do their job. So they're creative, they set a direction, they tell this is where we want to go, and our software allows them to sit back and relax, like in a driverless car. So essentially you set the destination, you define what type of journey you would like to have, and ContentWise brings you there. So the user experience automation is where we're headed. We had a lot of functionalities and we're really exploding from just being a recommender engine, the ability to manage the content within a part of the page. Now we have the ability of managing the page itself and manage the whole user experience.
Okay, and just lastly, tell us about what you think the future of ContentWise is, because as you said, the company has moved quite a long way from where it started.
Right, there are two main directions. One is improving the content metadata. There's so much more that can be done in making sure that the data that is available it comes from several data sources, you have duplicated titles, there is a lot that can be done. And we have a lot of experience that comes there from either other industry and we're putting a good use, that's one direction. And the other direction is really to improve how operators work. This whole automation idea and track that we have is essentially to make the editorial team happier, to make the marketing happier, and to enable them to have an idea, implement it and having it up and running and testing it in a matter of few clicks. no more involving coding development, and you can just do that right away. All data-driven. So we are putting a lot of machine learning, which we have always done in the past, and to even improve and automate that user experience.
Well, we wish you best of luck with all of those exciting new opportunities ahead. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.